Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Trending Thursday. My name is Glenn, Senior Stock Market Strategist for VectorVest. Glad to be here. If you can hear me, by all means, please respond in the affirmative, preferably with VV Nation, to let me know that I am coming across loud and clear. A lot of stuff going on in the market today. The market looked like it wanted to go gangbusters, and then it turned around and hit the brakes. And then we got this, car crash thing going on, and then the market wants to rebound, and holy smokes, there's a lot of stuff going on. But you know something? I'm going to teach you to fish, but I'm going to give you some fish. Hey, I missed you in Tampa. Sorry, Eric. Hopefully we got one next year. I've been asking about, going out on the road a little bit more this year. I propose to let me go out once a month. I don't think that's going to happen, but I think we'll do some one-day seminars, a few of those this year in 2024. What's up, Jake? So it seems the people that are here can hear me. Not a lot of people yet. I'm not waiting for the alert to have hit. I did put the alert out, so we'll see. There you go. Whoever's putting all the, something, I can see the emojis going on in the background. I can't see who's doing it. Doesn't matter. But thank you for that. You want to help me out more? If you want to help me out more, make sure that you hit the like button. That'll help me more. Hit that like button. All right, hit that like button. Hi, Cafe Bustelo. I'm drinking my Cafe, but make sure I got it going on. I got my Cafe Bustelo. Alert just hit. All right, thank you for that, Mark. How you doing, Mark? I'm looking at the numbers of how many people are here. Got 124. Now, maybe my alert wasn't enough to get people to come. Well, we'll see. Looks like we got 124. Corey says, can we have a live event in Charlotte someday? I think that we could. It's just that our training center where we would do a live event here in Charlotte or in Cornelius. How many people does it hold, Joey?
The training center?
Yeah.
Oh, like 20.
It's like 20 people. That's all we could get here. So
yeah, we'd have to get a hotel.
We used to do that down at Exit 5, I think it was.
Yeah. The DoubleTree maybe?
I don't remember what it was. It was probably a Marriott.
Yeah.
Greg says, where's your hat? My hat is only on Wednesdays for Western Wednesdays. Hopefully everybody likes this sweater. My wife got it for me for Christmas. I wanted to wear it. So I put on a dress shirt, But I like this shirt. I like this sweater. It's a cool sweater. My wife got it. Is Mark feeling bad? I'm waiting to get better. I'll keep my distance so no one else gets the crud. Sorry you feel bad, Mark. I'm down in Greenville, South Carolina. Would love to come to Cornelius or Charlotte for a meetup or something. We'll see. Lloyd says, I miss you in the morning. I will be there at the Jockey Club tomorrow. All right. So what's going on in the market? Well, we know that inflation came in a little hotter. I think that people were affected by, it wasn't by a lot. We're going to talk about it today. But inflation came in a little hotter. I think that crypto plays a bigger role in the market than most people think. I'm not a big fan of crypto, but I've been giving you the opportunities to make money in the crypto market. I still think it's speculative, but now with the SEC giving its approval, hopefully it becomes less speculative. The SEC gave the approval for a spot ETF for Bitcoin. That means a lot more people will have the ability to trade Bitcoin, all right, at a lot less price than $42,000. So that was big, and pre-market, all of the crypto stocks was rocking, and then they fell off the face of the earth. Corey says, Glenn, are you buying ARKB? I did hold Mara. I had Mara before this all hit. Pre-market, it looked great, and then I closed out of it today. All right, So it went down below my stop. I captured a couple of percent. It went down below my stop. I did capture a couple of percent. I missed out on the stock you gave us the other day, LAES. That is a cheap semiconductor that had some good news behind it, Jazz. That was it one of my picks? I think it was one of my picks yesterday with Ryan. It was one of my stock picks yesterday. I got my eyes on it. I didn't pull the trigger on it, but I got my eyes on it. Glenn, inflation. Apparently the housing and used car prices were not included. That's why inflation looks hotter than it should. Listen, inflation is still a problem, Akshaya. I don't care how you look at it. And when the Fed comes out and says that, and I think, and back me up or let me know you disagree. I think the Fed should have kept his powder dry in regards to announcing 3 cuts for the year. Do you agree with that? Yes or no? I think the Fed should have kept his powder dry in regards to announcing 3 Fed cuts going into this year, because that news made a rally happen. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. All right? He says he begrudgingly gave it. He could have begrudgingly just said, hey, we may be on par for some cuts next year. That would have been a better way of putting it than to put a quantitative number of 3. All right? Should you know something, say we're at a point where we could be looking at cuts next year. That probably would have been a better way to say it than to give a number like 3 and people jumping and ran. And that's, you know, something, before I get into the market timing graph, let's look at this. Beware, I've got a controversial, I call it controversial. Joey, do you think it's controversial, the video that's coming out tomorrow? I think it's a little controversial. You agree, Joey?
A little bit.
Okay. My 6 p.m. video tomorrow is going to talk a lot about this. And the topic of the video is, do they all have it wrong? All right, so you want to take a look at tomorrow's 6 p.m. video. You also want to look at Ryan's video tonight about crypto. He took a little different path about it. You want to check that out. If you're not part of the channel, I do invite you right now. Take a moment. Go down, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon. Folks, we put out a lot of pertinent information every single day, whether it's a live stream or a video. Between Ryan and I, we put out a lot of great content, and I think a lot of you don't get to see it all because you may not be subscribing to the channel. So I invite you right now, folks. I really do. Take a second. If you haven't been a subscriber to the channel, hit the subscription button, hit the bell icon. That would be what Mark says. Are you voting for I'm not telling you how I vote. I ain't telling you how I vote. If you were there, Mark, and we were smoking those cigars out there and we were drinking, where's Marty? We talked about some politics in Tampa. Who believe you? Me. We talked about some politics in Tampa. Corey says it prompted the Santa rally. Glenn does not like Santa. I didn't say, why are you putting words in my mouth? I ain't said nothing about not liking Santa. I ain't said a doggone thing. Not a doggone thing about not liking Santa. Inflation is not the problem. The problem is the dollar losing value. Lou, have you looked at the dollar lately? I want to, I got to get this out. When I see all 3 colors being represented in the color guard over the last 6 days, the market's having a hard time determining which direction it wants to go. Markets don't like uncertainty. All right. This shows uncertainty. I've got no movement from a bullish market to a bearish market or a bearish market to a bullish market. This is uncertainty. This is confusion in the market. Markets don't like that. So now with that, let's get into the program. Have you looked at the dollar? All right, Lou. And a lot of people tell me about how the dollar is losing value. I don't disagree with that. All right, I'm going to look at UUP, which is a dollar index. Now, I want to show you something. I'm going to put on the last 10 years. Everybody wants to talk about how bad the dollar is doing. Is it losing value? Yes. But over the last 10 years, you're going to tell me that we're that freaking up in the air about the dollar and that we got to Katie bar the doors because the dollar's losing value. Let's do this. Let's go put on all the data. Scroll this all over. Pick it up. You really, and I've done I've done a couple of videos on the devaluation of the dollar. Again, as a subscriber to the channel, you can always go back and look at these videos. I am not of the mindset that I'm panicking over the dollar. I ain't. I'm not. And you know something? Cyclically, it goes down, it regains, it goes down, it regains. We are still going to remain the reserve currency for some time to be. Ryan put out a video about BRICS. I put out a video about BRICS. My stance on the BRICS is they're not going to beat us anytime soon. Does anybody agree with that? Lou, you want to talk about the dollar? You want to talk about the dollar? I'm showing you 16, almost 17 years of info on the dollar, and you're going to tell me that we've got to throw the baby out with the bathwater and we got to panic? And this is a big part of what goes on is what people tell you, and we just go right on and jump on board with that, Lou. I don't think that the dollar, just look at this time period. I don't look at the dollar has it lost value? It has, but it's rebounded each and every time. So Lou, I'm not with that. And when I can sit up here and show you the data, I'm not with that. I'm not falling into that narrative just quite yet. Am I concerned? Maybe. I got a big wedge going on right here. Currency is a cycle, so might be its own way. I want to show you something. I got a wedge forming on the dollar. It looks like it might break to the downside, or maybe not. I'm not falling into that whole idea of the dollar's just getting murderized, getting killed, and it's, so I wanted to show you that. I've been looking at that for quite some time. I've done the videos on it. I don't think that BRICS is organized enough yet to knock or usurp the dollar. All right? Laugh out loud. That was a funny saying. What'd I say? Was it something I said? The dollar is king. It outperforms against any currency over time. And that's true. But more and more countries are trying to get up with the BRICS so that they get out of the financial sanctions that we can put on them based on the dollar. All right. One last thing before we get further into this. Real quick, everybody hit this. Everybody share this link with your social circles. We got almost 200 people in the room. Let's try to get 300 people. Trying to get 300 people in one of these is like pulling teeth. I don't know what it takes for me to show you that we deserve 300 people or more. I don't know what it takes. Do I need to come knock on everybody's door and sit down and have a town hall meeting with everybody, each and every one of you? If I need to, let me know. Do I need to come knock on everybody? Excuse me, Mr. Mark Norton, I'd like to talk to you about subscribing to our channel. Mr. Lou, I'd like to sit down and talk to you about subscribing to our channel. Jazz, I'm not doing that. All right? No, don't start the mug thing either. Share the link. Share the link. Let's get a couple of 300 people in here. All right. The dollar completely recovered from the COVID. Yeah, it did. There was a big pullback in the dollar during COVID time, and it fully, even right now, still higher than it was during COVID. I would love for you to come to our homes. Of course you would, Amir. All right? Of course you would, Amir. The U.S. debt will be a factor in the dollar, and eventually I don't like the dollar. Lee, I think that long term, the dollar may be in trouble. I don't think we're in that long, I don't think we're anywhere near that right now. All right? I don't think we're anywhere near that right now, Lee. But you're right. Inflation, the servicing of the debt is going to affect the dollar adversely and in a big way. We're not there yet. We're not there yet. All right. Corey says, I'm on the sidelines, all cash, waiting for better timing. I'm with that as well. All right. So I wanted to go to a market timing graph, see where we were. There we are. Look at that rebound. Where did we touch today? Look at that. We came down, touched the level of support, beautiful level of support. Markets moving a little further up. No, it's still down, but a little bit of a rebound day today. But things that I want you to look at the MTI, still showing the market is overextended. Look at the buy to sell ratio. Less stocks becoming buy recommendations in the current rally. Look at the RT. The momentum in the market is starting to fall. All right, so keeping all that, Suketo says, but love a strong U.S. dollar. I do too. I'm an American. I love a strong dollar. I like that we are the strongest economy out there. Oh, absolutely. If you showed up at my door, I would open the payday wine. What the? Joey, what is payday wine? Is that like Mad Dog 2020? You gonna give me like Mad Dog 2020?
Somebody made something in the bathtub.
Wow. Thanks, Mark. I see how you think about me. Love looking at the slopes of these indicators, says Fitz. Again, there's a lot of times I give you my insight, but most times I try to give you what's going on in the market so you guys really know. All eyes on JP. Yeah, banks are reporting earnings tomorrow. That's part of tomorrow's video as well. There's one thing at the end of the video that I need everybody to pay attention to. So you want to stay to the end of the video. It wraps up what's going to be the major factor in the market, whether bullish or bearish, and no matter what the Fed does. There's one factor that you need to look at going into 2024 because let's get into the stories. When I go to look at the stories, okay, this is big for me. Inflation rises 0.3% in December, pushing the annual rate to 3.4. How does the Fed expect to lower interest rates if inflation is rising? Granted, that's not a lot. I totally understand that. What is the Fed's number? 2%? Stocks looking like a 730. Stop talking about Boeing. I still like Boeing. GBTC, what's going on, Glenn? Santalal, crypto got smoked. It looked great because of the SEC ruling yesterday. It looked great pre-market. And, the only thing I'm looking at is, do more people still feel like me that crypto is still speculative? I think it becomes less speculative with the SEC's approval on it. But I don't know if the real money stepped in and said, well, whatever. I don't know. I don't know. But so as we get into that, talking about the 3 rate increases, inflation ticks higher, potentially delaying rate cuts, not increases, cuts. Delaying rate cuts. I don't think that the rates don't get cut until summer. A lot of people out there think he's going to start cutting rates in March. I don't think he starts cutting until summer. And I think the only reason why he's doing it is because it's an election year. If this was not an election year, I don't think he would be cutting rates because there's no need to cut rates yet. Why do you cut rates? You cut rates when the market or the economy is hurting. It ain't super hurting. Is it less than it was? Did he slow down the economy? Absolutely. But the economy is still showing itself to still be a strong commodity. Now, how new inflation numbers complicate the Fed's next move on rates. So big thing today was interest rates coupled with what's going to happen with interest rates coupled with the crypto news. All right. Grayscale claims bragging rights for the first spot Bitcoin ETF to begin trading. Somebody else said ARK had it already. But Grayscale's conversion of its $27 billion Bitcoin trust into an ETF was finally approved by the SEC on Wednesday. So Grayscale says they've got it already. Somebody said that ARK has it. I'm looking to see where BlackRock is going to have it. And people are going to start jumping all into it. I haven't seen it on my brokerage account yet, but the Fed is not political. Fits, that's the way it's supposed to be. Today, fool out the rate. Larry, I'm thinking that it was supposed to. I think it's 13 altogether, Fitz. I think that the Fed is not supposed to be political, but he is. I think that any administration leans on the Fed a little bit when it comes time for election years, no matter no matter what administration is in power. He's not supposed to, but I think he does. So many indicators to check is becoming like an airplane cockpit dashboard. So Taboola, I'm going to show you, you need to watch tomorrow's video. I'm going to talk a little bit about making this simple to understand what's going on. And do we have an imminent market crash coming? Tomorrow's video is going to be a banger. You guys need to check it out. It'll be coming out tomorrow at 6 p.m. Wrong, Glenn. The rates are cut to let people borrow more money when people borrow to invest against the dollar losing. No, so we cut interest rates as a stimulus. When you cut interest rates, people will borrow more money. And guess what? They'll spend more money. And then guess what? Inflation becomes a problem again because people will have the money to spend and prices will go up. I stated that last year, that as you cut the interest rates, and you say you're going to cut 3, that's going to spur on inflation. Now, a couple of people said that in the comments after I did that video, the Fed is not going to make the inflation go up. It's going to all be based on the data. Well, based on the data, I'm not seeing a rate cut no time soon. Based on the data, I'm not seeing that happening. You do a better teaser about tomorrow's video than the nightly news. Listen, I'm not going to talk about how many views that's going to get because I'm a little superstitious. Joey is just a little stitious. Every time we think that a video is going to do well, you people don't show up or show out. Y'all just don't. Y'all just don't. So I'm not, I want you to watch it because it's very important to watch. But I got no expectations about it being a super hot video. If it is, it is. If it's not, it's not. I need to teach you guys about what's going on in the market and get a better understanding. So depression cures inflation. Ooh-wee! I'm not going down the depression point. I'm not trying to go down the depression point. I don't think we get to a depression. All right. We watch in stealth mode to upset you. How you gonna watch in stealth mode? There's no such thing as watching in stealth mode. Either you watch it or you don't. How do you watch in stealth mode? What are you, a Klingon? And you're a bird of prey? And you come up on the video and then you gotta uncloak to watch the video and then you cloak and you leave? That's not how it works. That's not how any of this works. That's not how it works. Sigh. I don't know, Sam. You could be Klingon and you could be back there as a bird of prey looking at the video. Looking around, and then you got to uncloak to watch it. You go, and then you go, and then it doesn't show up as a view. All right, we can hide behind the couch and press play. Mara's getting killed, Michelle. I had a play in Mara. Mara's getting killed. How about this? Spot Bitcoin ETF receives official approval from the SEC. That's where the news was all over this morning. Top analysts predict Bitcoin's price to hit. Look at this. $300,000. It's trading at 42. I don't see it getting that high, but I don't see it getting that high. There are good videos, good stock picks to make a quick buck. You talking about our videos, Jazz? You talking about our videos? The 1979 gold rush. I said that to my mother, and she lectured me about the 1930s for an hour. Is there a way to buy partial Bitcoin yet? I don't know. Not that I know of. I'm not going to say no, but I'm not going to say yes. I don't know. You would think, well, if you put $1,000 into Bitcoin, how much would you own? If it's a $42,000 stock, and I'd own 1/42nd of the stock. I'm looking for Bitcoin to hit 15. Lee, I'm not far behind you. I think that it may fall. But then with people, something, everything like an IPO, I'm going to look at these spot Bitcoin ETFs as an IPO. What tends to happen with them? They shoot up out of the box and then they fall. But we're going to find out how many people really believe in Bitcoin enough to keep it afloat or not. You can buy $15 worth of Bitcoin. Why? I can walk around and say, yeah, I got $15 worth of Bitcoin. Be like, turn that in. How much do you get? Like a gold dust piece of Bitcoin, right? All right. Other stories. Smash that like. Thank you, Mark. Smash. What am I? 56. And you know me. I always like to have 100 likes before we leave. FOMO. Then they hold the bag. Ooh. Ryan did a great video last night about FOMO. Ryan did a great video on the FOMO rally. So should we buy Bitcoin call options? Michael, I don't know. When I watched, we're going to talk about that in a second. Three more stories. PC industry. The PC industry grows for the first time in 2 years in quarter four, but full year shipments fall to the lowest levels of 17 years. So I'm going to look at Intel, Microsoft, and AMD. Another Palantir story. The company announced a partnership with the University of Colorado and Schultz Medical Campus to establish a center for linkage and acquisition of data. Palantir just links up with people, gets contracts. I'm still a fan of Palantir. All right. And the last one, this is a big story too. Electric vehicle shocker for Tesla, Rivian, and Fisker fall after Hertz hits the gas pedal. The story says it disclosed that it is selling off a third of its electrical vehicle fleet to buy gasoline-powered cars with some of the proceeds. Wow. Notice when all of the energy, even in the rentals, were going into EVs. Hertz, now you got to ask yourself, does Hertz know something that we don't know? Doo-dah. In 1980, the debt was less than $1 trillion. Today, the interest rate is more than $1.35 trillion. Today, we're on a precipice. Oh, that's not how you spell precipice. So we're on a mountain ready to fall. That's what you're saying. We're at a cliff. And I was like, precipice? What the flying flip is that? We're on a cliff, just waiting to fall. We'll see. I think that as long as, and this is where the dollar starts to lose value, and it probably is starting to lose value, we just keep putting more of it. All right? Wow, LES is up 70% today. Wow, Uncle Glenn hooked y'all up. Uncle Glenn gave y'all a hell of a fish, didn't he? Wow. Man, this is why I say if you're not a subscriber to the channel, you need to. Uncle Glenn. Anybody else jumped on that LAES stock yesterday? That semi? It was a good story behind it. Did anybody else jump on it? That's awesome. Thank you, Greg. The demand for renting EVs was low. Too many dollars tied up in non-performing assets. And not only that, when I look at the demand on EVs, the reason why lithium is falling is because EV demand is starting to fall as well. That might be why Tesla is suffering right now. Hertz News, maybe Tesla is hurting right now because I don't think Elon Musk has his energy in the right place. That's why. All right, Uncle Glenn is not in my is not a dictionary. What is that, Kim? What does that mean? What does that even mean? Oh, yeah. I had to do it. Just bought into LAES. I don't know if I would look at it right now. Look at that SMLR that was mentioned yesterday, though. Was that another one of mine or was that Ryan's? SML. Hey, now y'all got me thinking. That's all the stories. I'm going to go to the viewers. LAES. I'm going to go to the stock viewer. I want to see. Again, you guys know that we try to give you fish and we try to teach you how to fish. LAES, and what was the other one? SMLR. I don't know who I didn't give you that. That wasn't me. That wasn't me. Ryan's, it's a hot medical stock. Oh, okay. Wow, look at that. Semiconductor stock I gave you yesterday. Damn, I should have gotten in it. 72%. And somebody said they just got into it. Let's peep that out. Look at that price movement today. 3 months. Look at that. I got trigger. Look at the earnings growth on this stock. Look at the earnings per share. This is a low dollar semiconductor. Oh, Sugarfoot. I'm writing that down. And today is trading at session highs. LAES. It's a penny stock. Michael, but you know what I like about it? I'm going to show you something. Maybe. Capital appreciation. Let's go see where the relative value is at. It's 0.85. But these are things that I like. Positive earnings on a penny stock. Positive earnings growth. Volume moving up we got trigger. Dude, CI is low. You know why? Because look at where it's at. CI is showing you stocks that go up more than they go down. This is a low dollar stock that's on the, gosh, dang it. Y'all making me open up my account. I can't do that right now. I like the play. I do like the trigger. We don't have trend yet, but we all know that earnings is the engine that drives the stock's price higher. Tabula says, Glenn accepts private checks. Don't be putting that out there like that. Glenn, what stock would you get in against the market movement? You know something? There's one trade that I like right now, given the market's conditions. I'm going to show it to you. I'm giving y'all another fish. This is my other trade, the treasuries. The treasury is the treasury inverted curve is part of tomorrow's video as well. I like this. I like this play right here. Anybody disagree with me? TBT might be a good place to be. Anybody agree with me? Just type a 1 if you agree with me. Type a 2 if you don't agree with me. Type a 3 if you don't give a flying flip. All right, but I think TBT might not be a bad play in the current market's conditions. All right? I think, what's up, JD? I think that in the current market's conditions, TBT might be a darn good play. I really do. So, good question. Good question. And that's my answer. Jack, 4 was not a choice. Bill, yeah. I hope it keeps pumping. Need to ask why. So there was news on it. I did the news on it yesterday. Oh, that's TBT. That's not the one I wanted. I did news on it yesterday. LAES. I forget what it was, but it was one of my stock picks. Wow, it's one of my stock picks. Shorten lead time. No. The flying flip was it? I forget. Oh, it was a bestgrowthstock.com issue, and this was one of the stocks. Selling integrated solutions, semiconductors. It had an AI thing in here, I think. Our solutions. It was an AI. It was partially an AI pick. All right. No, I'm not buying it right now, Jazz. I can't. I got stuff to do right here. I can't do that while I'm doing stuff here. You guys are keeping me from doing stock trades right now. It's all your fault. Arlo says, "Hi, Glenn. First time here. Can you look at UUP? I'm trying to learn the VectorVest University as quick as I can." We did look at UUP. Someone said that they were, that the dollar was trash. I don't call the dollar trash, pretty much, Lou. I don't call the dollar trash. There it is. There's UUP. So we did look at this. And I looked at all of the data that we had on it. We're still a lot higher than we were. But Lou brings up a good point, that the debt was a lot different a while ago than it is right now. I totally understand that. But when I look at the dollar, I still think that the dollar is going to remain the lead currency globally. There's nowhere in the world pretty much that you can go to that you can't trade the dollar unless you're a BRICS country and you don't want to trade it. Fine. But it is the lead money all over the place. It is. All right. Oh, sorry. Thank you all. Watch the replay. But no, Arlo, we did talk about the dollar today because it's, I keep hearing how devastated the dollar is. It ain't as devastated as the media wants you to believe. All right? So there's a lot of people out there that is talking about, the dollar's just getting killed. I'm showing it to you. I'm showing it to you. And then I put all the data behind it. I don't see, even during COVID, it got killed. The dollar got killed. Look at the rebound. We got beat up here. Look at the rebound. So why aren't more people talking about the Fed coin replacing the dollar? I've got videos out there as well, Stephen, on the, what is it? DC, digital, what is it? What is it called? It's called Fed Now. I don't think we track it. No, the Federal Reserve digital currency. I've got videos out there, Arlo. No, I got videos out there, Stephen. Specifically on the FD, crap. What is it called? Federal Direct Digital Currency, Federal something digital currency. I've got videos out there on it. I've talked about it. When I say that on our channel, we talk about a lot of pertinent information. I ain't just whistling Dixie. You guys need to subscribe to the channel and check it out. Can you look at some stocks today, Akshay? I will. I ain't ready yet. CPI, your take on the data. I think that inflation's still an issue, James. And with inflation still being an issue, I can't see how the Fed is going to be cutting interest rates anytime soon. All right, so here's the big news stocks that came out. 106, 107, major supply on DXY. I didn't ask y'all for, why do y'all give me stocks when I don't ask for you? Not yet. I'll give you a chance. DXY, there was another one. Baidu, I'll write that down. Stop putting stocks in there. Don't put no more stocks in there. Here's all the indices today. Here's all my stocks that made the big news today. NVIDIA, AMD, Microsoft, INTC, computer sales. There it is. Thank you, Fitz. Central Bank Digital, CBDC. That's it. I've done videos, at least one video on the CBDC. I've done at least one video on the CBDC because it is an issue, and I told you, we try to talk about whatever stuff is really relevant in the market. We don't just make videos just to make videos. At least we try not to. AMD is well overvalued. If I'm going to look at either one of these, I'm an NVIDIA person. But I'm also going to put that LAES, man. LAES. I'm going to put that. That was a stock that I said keep on your watch list. That nice big move today. Fundamentally not sound. But the news behind it, low dollar semiconductor. What else did I like about it? CI was low. What else did I like about it? Oh, the earnings growth and the sales growth. For a low dollar stock, that's not half bad. You got to keep your eyes on stuff like that. All right. But Jerry, if I'm going to look at either one of those, it would be NVIDIA would be the bigger play. But then look at all the cryptos, Coin, Mara, Riot, all getting beaten to heck today. Look at that. And you would think it would just be the opposite with the SEC approval, but not really. Palantir, TBT is my stock of play right now. Hertz, I'm wondering how much that's going to hurt the whole EV spot. Do more companies follow Hertz and do the same thing? You know, the other night, Amazon was delivering to the house, and it was an electric vehicle. All right, it's an electric vehicle. So I asked him, I said, hey, I'm kind of famous on YouTube. He was like, I don't know who the hell you are. I was like, okay, fair enough. I asked him, I said, how do you like your vehicle? He says, I don't like it. I says, why? He says, because there's cameras all over the place. They can see every single thing that I'm doing. I don't like it. And then I said, well, how long can you be out on the road? He says, right now, my phone has more charge than my van right now. But he also knows what time he has to be back and all that kind of stuff. But it's an all electric. He puts it on and you never hear it. I'm thinking that thing could go from 0 to 60 in like 4 seconds. But everybody's boxes would be flying all over the place. So very interesting about that's Amazon doing deliveries. And I should have checked to see what the vehicle was. But I'm starting to see those out on the road more often now. So I'm wondering if this story with Hertz is going to affect the people who have contracts with EV companies, especially if the demand looks like it could be falling down. FedNow is an instant payment service developed by the Federal Reserve for depository institutions in the United States, which allows individuals and business to send and receive money. Is it Rivian? Thank you, thank you very much, Mr. Max Biker and Eugene. Okay, and so that is the Federal Reserve's digital currency. And I've said on more than one occasion, I don't like it. I don't like it because they can control that. They can't control the physical currency, the dollar bills that I have in my pocket. But this gives the government more control over your money. If they want to push a narrative, they can stop you from buying certain things, which I think is bull horse pucky. But we're going down that path. All right, we're going down that path. We'll see. All right, so let's talk about stocks picks that I like for you. I got some MPI picks. All right, just about all of them are up today. Let's go look at the graphs. Let's bring up the MPI graph. This is my fish section. I'm giving you my fish. Shopify, put this on a 3-month graph. I like the trend. I like the trigger. Shopify may be a stock to keep your eyes on. What else? USD. What is this? Specialty dividend. Okay. NVDU, the individual ETF on NVIDIA. CrowdStrike looks really good. And NU, a little bit more volatile in the move, but I've got both trend and trigger. So those are 5 fish that I'm giving to you. I'm going to give you 5 more fish from the Midas Touch. All right, let's go look at Midas Touch. 3 out of the 5 are going up. Let's go look at them. Shop looks like RT is hitting its highs. Doesn't mean that it's a bad stock just because it hits its highs. That just means the stock is doing exactly what you want it to do. Let's go put on the Midas Touch layout. There's the crossover. NVIDIA is in this list too. NVIDIA is in this list. IBP. Cross. This is Midas Touch. We've done a lot of videos on the Midas Touch as a way of finding stocks. Look at that. Right there close to the 3-month high. Did fade the gap just a little bit. But bottom left, top right. Bottom left, top right on top build. Look at that. There's my level of the 3-month. There's my level of the gap. Beautiful level of support right at the gap. Bouncing off that. Another fish, Pulte Homes. Here's a gap again. Right, 1 day off the 3-month high and a little bit of a channel. But Midas Touch meets the Midas Touch criteria. So is ANET. So I've given you 10 fish today, Amir. 10 fish. Will this cause a market crash? Tomorrow's video will talk about that, Amir. Tomorrow's video will talk about it because that's part of the video. Is a market crash imminent? It's on tomorrow's video. Saw a store on the fact that the auto dealerships have stopped taking delivery on EVs because they have so many on their lots, can't sell. Thank you for that, VP. Wow. I didn't foresee that coming, but the whole EV market could be taking a hit going into the year. All right, we're at 244. Those are my fish for you. Gave you 10 today. Let's take a look at some of the portfolios. Portfolios for 2024. What do I have? Trending Thursday picks? I got nothing in it. Let's see if we get some stocks put in there today. Let's go back to the viewers. Oh, my weekly theme this week is on cybersecurity stocks. With the whole AI space, I've got 10 cybersecurity stocks. You know something? I'm going to quick folio this. What's today's date? 1/11/24. Cybersecurity. I'm going to put my money where my mouth is. I'm going to make this a $50,000 portfolio. No commission. Buy long. No commission. Buy long. Edit the stop criteria. I'm going to put a stop. A trailing stop of 10%. Straight up. Trailing stop of 10%. Click on OK. So I like the cybersecurity stocks enough that I just created a portfolio, and we're going to keep our eyes on this portfolio. Cybersecurity is going to play a big role because Ryan and I were talking about this earlier. As all of these wars are going on, the country that's got the best AI is going to win. But the country that's got the best hacking will win even over that. These companies are going to play a bigger role in trying to make sure that their customers are not hacked. That's why I feel strong about cybersecurity stocks. Do you guys agree with that? Yes or no? Do you guys agree with that? Yes or no? Would crypto be buy the rumor mill and sell the news? You know something? I maybe. I honestly thought that there was going to be some substance behind crypto. Crowd needs to break 285 before I touch it. Let's go view the stock graph. Put this on 3-month graph. No, I'm in it. I'd be in it. There's my level of a stop. It's a gap down, and I'm in it. Screw it. I got a bigger wick at the bottom, which gives me more buying pressure. Let's go change the graph layouts to the MPI. Yeah, JD, I ain't waiting. I'm in it. I'd be in it. A little bit of indecision today. As long as I buy 12 cents higher than the high, I'm in it. Look at this. Trend has been beautiful. And even the trigger has been, yeah. And I just got a new trigger. Heck yeah. I'm fine with it. I'm not waiting until it gets all the way up there. Not at all. Not at all. I'd be in it now as long as I'm 12 cents higher than the high. Arlo says cybersecurity and AI are the future. So I've got this portfolio now. What else? Let's go see if we can get any into the trending Thursday picks. Now let's go look at your stocks. I'm only looking at 10 stocks, though. Customer picks. All right, I've got 3 here. DXY, Baidu, CINF, FTAI, SMCI, JPM. Do you think AI will be blocked by cybersecurity or is smart enough to pass through? That's a good question, Stephanie, that I don't have a full-blown answer to. One is going to be stronger than the other. I don't know where that falls just yet. MLKM. How many stocks is that? MLKM. If it made the list. I need one more stock. MLKM, Uber. All right. You know what stock I am going to get into in that portfolio? I am going to get into it. Add a trade. What stock do you think I'm getting ready to type in here? We'll see. Get the price, get the now price, target investment. This is a $100,000 portfolio. I'm going to put 1,000. This allows me to put up to 100 stocks in here. All right, apply. Okay. Yes. And I'm going to put this on because I want build a custom, no calls. Actually, I do want to call. I'm going to use the GLB RT kicker combo. I'm going to be able to play this up and down. On the upside, no search. Stop criteria. I'm going to put a trailing 10. Trailing stop 10%. More settings. Don't close. And on the downside, I can either sell short or I'll probably sell short. No search. Probably a 28.7. Put a gain loss. 28. If anybody's asking any questions right now, I'm not able to see them because I'm setting this up. Click on finish, click on save. Yep. All right, so we did go into this stock. We got a 10% trail on it. If it doesn't go up, we're going to take a loss, but only of 10%. All right. Let's go see if we can find any other stocks that we're going to get into today. Here's your 10 stocks. Let's graph them. See if there's anything here I like. Little choppy. Buying pressure. I don't know. I do like FTAI though. Inner channel broke through resistance today. A lot less volatile than SMCI. I'm going to take this. Trade now. I don't think I have it in RoboTrader. FTAI. Move this over. I like that trade. I cannot lie. Portfolios FTAI. Add a trade. I got to turn it off first. Edit. Turn it off. FTAI. Add a trade. Ticker symbol FTAI. We're going to go into that one. Get price as of now. We're going to put $1,000 behind it. Apply. Okay. Yes. I'm going to probably put a trailing stop on that one too. Excuse me. All right. Let's go next stock. Uber. Wow, it's right there at the 3-month high. Coming off a level of support that was already there. Ooh, what's that called? A hanging man. That could be a possible reversal. Could be. I do like everything else about it, but I'd watch that candlestick as it's forming. JP Morgan. Earnings coming out this week. Stock is falling off of the high. We'll see what happens. I'm not ready to take it. I love the equity curve, but it's tough to play a stock going into... wow, really, Mark? Joey could do both. Just whatever. I don't try to trade it. Whatever, Joey. Turn your mic off, Joey. Okay. No. Don't.
You say turn your mic?
No.
Whose mic? My mic? Your mic? Or mine? Blink once because I can't hear you. Blink twice if you've been fine. Mine? Okay. All right. Whoa,
I didn't do it. I didn't. I was going to. I was going to.
Easy.
Guys, if you don't appreciate the fun that we have here, you can't. You got to hit the like button. You got to hit the button. Joey could easily read the chat and set up the trade. Wow. All right. Anyway. I'd be careful with JPM, especially coming in before earnings. If I want to take advantage of it, though, I'd look at it going above that level of resistance first. Eli Lilly, a little bit of a wedge that went sideways. And no, I don't want it yet. CINF. A little bit volatile in the move. Still, though, from the bottom left, top right, new high today. I got a new trend. Last time I got a trend, we lost it. We had trend here, we lost it. I'd be careful with this one. I do like the move, but I'd be careful with it. That's moving sideways. That's definitely moving sideways. And so multi-regional, I'm telling you, regional banks are going to be an issue going into this year. I know, Marty. I didn't do it. I didn't do it. I was going to, but I didn't. I didn't. 167 viewers. Slap that like button. I agree with you, Jerry. Thank you. All right. That's moving down. That's moving down. And let's go put that on the 10-year. I want to go see what it looks like. Looks a lot like UUP. Still higher than it was 10 years ago. I don't like that it's falling, but I'm not super concerned with it yet. I'm still not super concerned with it yet. All right. I'm not saying not to keep your eyes on it, but I'm not gonna Katie bar the door and the sky is not falling. Okay. Baidu, no trend. I got trigger. I got no trend. And actually, even with no trend, see that? I got a downward trend on the stock. Yeah, I'm not ready to pull the trigger on Baidu. Oof. No. That's not even remotely pretty. That's not even remotely pretty. So no, I'm not feeling that. All right, Joey has the mic now. No, he doesn't. All right, let me hit this. Let me go to here. That's it for today. We did put in a couple of stocks in the Trending Thursday. I've got one for Wednesdays as well. For for Monday, which is midday market update. I got a portfolio for that. I think this year I want to concentrate on a lot of the picks that look good that we talk about and put them into a portfolio. Can I add a portfolio from the top 10 in ETF view? Yeah, you can. Let's go back here. Where do I go? Here. If you want to add a portfolio, let's do this. Let's go to unit search. You're looking at ETF or contra ETF. Do you put more weight on the 3 and the 8 or the MPI? Right now, Thomas, I'm a big fan of the MPI. I'm a big fan for the MPI. The market is neutral for a reason. The market is confused, JD. The market is confused. James, if you go and you want to get ready for contras and you want to put them into a portfolio, go to ETFs. I would suggest going to high average volume country ETFs. I would run it. Let's just say that. And if I want to take the top 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Once I highlight them all, I can either do that or click on Quick Folio All or Quick Folio the top 10. And I can call this James. Put whatever dollar amount I want in there and go long and go okay. And just like that, I created a portfolio, a paper trading portfolio of the top 10 country ETFs from a search. There you go, James. All right. It doesn't belong there. I would be confused. What are you talking about, James? JD. The market should not be neutral. I think the market should be falling. It's not what I think, though. Did you say watch tomorrow's video and make sure you type a 1 if Joey did another great job today? No, I didn't say that, Sam. I did say watch tomorrow's video. I did say that. Watch tomorrow's video. If you haven't hit the like button already, hit the like button. If you're brand new to the channel and you haven't hit the subscribe button, do that as well. All right. Mark says, love the talk show. Still my favorite. Glenn is my top 10 list of VectorVest coaches. There's only about 10 of us. That's it. It's going to fall. It's just a matter of time when they want to trap more bulls for us. Now, I'm not even saying it that way, JD. I think it's going to fall because it's overextended. I think that it's going to fall and it's going to be healthy unless we take it to the next level and call it a market crash. I think it's necessary. The market is overextended. All right. Well, how's the healthy way of getting out of that? Let the market do what it's got to do. It needs to fall a little bit. All right. It's the truth. Come on, Mr. Glenn. You know me. I always tell you the truth. I always tell you the truth. All right, Joey, we're right at 3 o'clock, so I don't want to hear your mouth today.
You're going to hear it either way.
I know. Hey, folks, thank you for being here. We got over 100 likes. I appreciate that. Again, those new people who are not subscribers to the software, hit the subscribe button, folks. That's the only way we grow. Share the content. After this is up on the YouTube channel, share the content with people who didn't get to see it today. Hope you get your energy back. I got energy. I'm just tired. Joey makes me tired. Just dealing with Joey raises my blood pressure and it makes me tired. That's what it is. I'm going to go to sleep now. All right, folks. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Thank you for listening. And with that, adios, arrivederci, ciao, au revoir, sayonara, aloha to all my peeps in Hawaii and still praying for the people in Israel. Odabo. Bom dia, salam, shalom, namaste, yasu.
Until the next time, folks.
Until next time, folks. See ya.